Hi everyone, this is Shilach. I've decided to make this video as a gift for everyone because I keep getting these questions about how to animate. I'm just gonna show you an animation that I will use for my next episode. I've recorded it completely so you will see every frame that I'm making. It's mainly a wolf that is eating a berry, or at least one berry. So yeah, but I hope you will enjoy this video, and I will try to speak as good as possible, but remember people, my language isn't English normally, but I will do my best. I'm also a little bit sick, so I'm not sure how well my voice will sound, but yeah, here we go then. Okay, so first we start off with drawing our frame. At the moment I'm just drawing a side profile for a wolf, so yeah, it's not really like I can explain a lot about that. The only thing I do want to say is I usually draw my heads and stuff very close, because my teachers, for example, told me once that if you draw it from a distance, like lots of people actually do, you will end up having more mistakes, but if you draw it more closely, then you can see the mistakes a lot better. So yeah, you can see also a lot of frames I'm having. I think at the moment I'm having around over 300, almost 400 frames, I think. And the animation that I'm making at the moment has to be a wolf that takes a little berry. I've never done something like that before, so yeah, when recording this I didn't know if it was gonna fail or not. So yeah. Okay, so when we're almost done with drawing the frame, I do draw a background first to see, of course, where my wolf is going to go and where it's going to get the berry, because else it's gonna be a little bit annoying if I don't know that. So yeah, I'm recorrecting the head, and I'm ready to make the second frame as well. So I want to say that compared to a lot of people, I usually don't have the habit to go over the lines with another color. I usually decide to make the second frame just with black as well. I think maybe some people use red or blue just so they can correct stuff. I'm not sure, but I don't see the need in it, so I'm just using black. So yeah, I'm of course opening her mouth more, because it's important that she grabs the berry, and in the previous animation her mouth was already open. So yeah. This is one of the reasons also why it took me, I think, a very long time before I was making a tutorial like this. It's mainly because I do not know exactly what to explain all. And yeah, it's just I'm animating and there's not a lot to explain about. At the end of the video you will see how I make an animation of the frames, but I decided that maybe some people wanted to see the frames and stuff one by one to see how I completely animate and stuff. I did in this part speed up because I don't think you can hold it to watch it the entire time in slow. So I'm not sure, the quality could be a bit bad, and oh, I said be right back. Yeah, this means I was going to get some tea, I think, I don't know. But the quality can be a little bit worser because I speeded this part up once and saved it to my computer and then re-edited it so that it would be faster. So yeah, this is also what I have with my speed paints. If I want to make it faster, then I first have to speed it up, save it to my computer, and then speed up that file. So yeah. Now you can see she's also grabbing the berry already. I wanted to make a little bit of a smooth animation of this, and talking about smooth people, if you want smooth animations, it has nothing to do with skill, because a lot of people keep telling me, how do you make such smooth animations, and you're talented for this, and I'm like, no, it's nothing, it has nothing to do with being talented or skills. I'm just another person, you know. And what I have to say is that if you really want smooth animations, it means you just have to make more frames. If you're of course going to use 4 or 5 frames or something for maybe a long animation, then yeah, it will not be smooth. So yeah, if you want a very smooth animation, it takes time. That's just how it is. I'm not sure how many frames again this was, and well, since I'm recording this while watching the video, I can't take a look at the moment, but I believe it were quite some frames that I'm making for this animation. Oh yeah, here you see Sunny Vegas. And in Sony Vegas you see that I take all the files in, so this is where I'm animating. I take all the files, put them next to each other of course, and then I make them very small as I want them to be, to choose the speed for how fast the animation goes. So I do this with every frame of course. This can take a little bit of time and I'm sure there are easier ways, but I guess I just haven't learned them and I'm guessing I'm not in the mood to learn it either. I'm almost having all the frames in there, and when they are ready I will play the file a few times. I do this to figure out if I made mistakes or if I want to fix something. Now I'm making all the small files at the right size, so that I can speed it up. I really like this way of animating at the moment. I used to animate long ago. I think maybe in episode 1 I used to do animations on Windows Movie Maker. So the difference between Sony Vegas and Windows Movie Maker, I think in my opinion that Sony Vegas is easier because you have a lot of layers. So you can add frames, you could add clouds on the other layer, and if you want to hear the sounds and stuff, you can add it as well. Yeah, you see that I'm testing the animation a lot of times. I do this, but since this part is speeded up, it probably looks a bit ridiculous. But it's just to see what possible mistakes I could fix and stuff. Or how I will put the frames, in which order, and stuff like that. I think at the end of the video I will show you the finished animation, and you will see that it's also colored by my friend. So I have people that help me with making Azurhal. This makes it a lot easier, because animators do have a life. People seem to think that the only thing we do is making animations, but I have school, I have other things to worry about, and now I have to leave for like 2 months on vacation, so I can't even do a lot there when it comes to animating. It's not, so yeah. But I want to say that it's very nice and good that those people are helping me. It's a lot easier at some points and very helpful. I'm really glad about it. But yeah, so I usually send the frames and the animations that I make to the people and they color it for me. So that helps a lot. I also think people, when animating and you make a little mistake, sometimes you can't always fix it completely. You can if you want, but sometimes you have to realize where your limits are. You can keep spending hours and hours on it, but if I would do that, then I wouldn't get this animated series finished. So I usually try to fix my mistake, but sometimes I wouldn't, and I would continue going on. And this is because I know in the next episode I will try to continue and improve again. And sometimes you have to learn that you can't always expect the best of yourself. You have to realize that it will come in time and that you cannot keep spending 5 hours on one animation or something. I think sometimes an animation could end up perfect and maybe, but if we're talking about a personal animated series, then it's not really gonna be very helpful. Also, in animating series, people, if you would like my opinion, I'm really telling you, try a movie instead of a series. Since a series is long and most of the people quit after 1-2 episodes or something. So yeah, I really want to say that it would be easier for most of the people if they decided to start off with a little movie. But yeah, so yeah, we're at the end of our animation. I'm gonna show you the animation that I made with sound a little bit and stuff. So enjoy. So that was the animation and you have seen how I'm animating. I hope this is helpful and you will learn a little bit about it, but as again, there's not too much to learn about. The things that I basically did was I first drew all the frames, then I added them in Sony Vegas, I made them smaller, put them next to each other, and then make them very small, and then click on play and I have my animation. There's not really a lot to tell about this, even though this video was around 9, almost 10 minutes, I think. But I still hope it was, but I still hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Or is it goodbye? Just kidding.